Welcome to Willow Waves, a student-produced podcast that brings together young minds to explore and discuss current events and topics that connect all of us.
Tune in to our podcast to join us on this exciting journey of learning and discovering.
Get your papers, papes, penny a pape.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Welcome to our podcast, where we dive into fascinating moments in history. Today, we're exploring the New York City Newsboys strike of 1899. A pivotal event that showcased the power of youth activism.
That's right. The newsboys, mostly poor and orphaned, band together to protest a price hike in the newspapers they are selling. They refused to distribute the papers, demanding a fair price per 100 papes.
In 1899, a wave of strikes swept across the country as workers demanded better pay, improved working conditions, and the right to unionize. One of the most significant strikes during this time period was the New Strike of 1899, which saw thousands of workers from various industries coming together in solidarity. Led by charismatic leaders such as Mother Jones and Eugene V. Debs, the strike sent shockwaves through the nation and captured the attention of the public.
As the strikes intensified, tensions between workers and employers reached boiling points. Violent clashes broke out, leading to injuries and arrest on both sides. Despite the challenges they faced, the strikers remained resolute in their fight for justice and equality. The New Strike of 1899 became a symbol of power, of collective action, and sparked a renewed sense of solidarity among the workers nationwide.
In the bustling streets of New York City in 1899, a spirited 12-year-old newsboy named Louis Kid Blink Belletti found himself caught up in a key moment of history. The newsboys worked long hours in harsh conditions to sell newspapers for a meager income. When the newspaper giants like Joseph Pulitzer and William Randolph Hearst decided to raise the prices the newsboys had to pay for the papers they sold, it was the last straw for the already struggling children.
Kid Blink, with his sharp wit and fearless demeanor, emerged as a natural leader among the newsboys.
Despite his young age, he rallied his fellow newsboys to go on strike, refusing to sell newspapers until the prices were lowered. His impassioned speeches and unwavering determination caught the attention of the public and the press, turning the strike into a citywide movement. Thanks to Kid Blink's courage and leadership, the newsboys eventually succeeded in their strike, forcing the newspaper giants to lower the prices and improving the working conditions for young newsboys. Louis Kid Blink Belletti became a symbol of hope and resilience for the newsboys and a hero of the strike in 1899.
The newsboys' strike lasted for 2 weeks and caught the attention of the public and even politicians. Eventually, the newspapers agreed to lower the prices, marking a significant victory for the newsboys and highlighting the impact of collective action. We are also exploring the Matchgirls strike, a significant event that took place in 1888 in London.
That's right. The Matchgirls strike was led by women and girls working at the Bryant May match factory. They stood up against harsh working conditions, long hours, low pay, and exposure to toxic chemicals like phosphorus.
It was a powerful display of a union and of courage as these workers demanded better treatment and rights from their employers.
Their strike sparked public outrage and led to improvements in labor laws and working conditions for workers across the country.
The Matchgirls strike serves as a reminder of the importance of standing up for what's right and fighting for fair treatment in the workplace. It's a story of empowerment and resilience that continues to inspire people around the world to this day.
That is right, Liv. The 1899 newspaper strike and the Matchgirls strike has relevance to modern-day strikes.
Fast forward to today. We can see the parallels between that strike and modern-day strikes. Just like 1899, workers are still fighting for fair wages, better working conditions, and improved rights in the various industries.
Absolutely. The newspaper strike of 1899 was one of the many strikes that helped pave the way for future labor movements and inspired workers to stand up for their rights. It serves as a reminder that the fight for justice and equality in the workplace is an ongoing struggle that continues to this day.
It's amazing to see how these young individuals stood up for the rights and inspired change.
These strikes remain a powerful example of how unity and determination can bring about positive transformation.
I'm Liv.
And I'm Anna. Thank you
for listening to Willow Waves.